The second party I attended during the week was Jollywood Nights. So for those of you that don't know, this is at Hollywood Studios. It is kind of marketed towards a more adult audience. The emphasis was very much not really on the shows as much as it was the food and drinks and the kind of entertainment experiences like the bands and stuff. So it was a very different vibe, and I think that's okay. They still had the character experiences and everything, which were great, but I can say in my personal experience I didn't enjoy this as much as Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. My biggest complaint for this party, and it has nothing to do with Disney, it has nothing to do with the event, it was cold. And I need you to understand when I say this, I live in the Northeast. It is currently 7 degrees outside, and I was more cold at Jollywood Nights than I was leaving my house here. Florida is just a different kind of cold, I think. I think you really get down there and your body gets used to a warmer temperature. So when it does drop, it's cold. So my biggest advice, plan for that. If you think, oh, well, it's, mid 40s, it's not going to be that cold. It's going to be cold. Bring a jacket. That was my biggest problem. I thought to myself, I was like, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, it was like low 50s, it was comfortable, I'll be running around and stuff. I don't need a jacket, you need the jacket. There were people ducking into bathrooms, into shops, in between things to stay warm. There were people that were buying spirit jerseys, there were people that were buying blankets in the shop and like bundling up just to stay warm in the different lines and stuff, so definitely plan for that accordingly. My whole reason for wanting to attend Jollywood Nights was to meet Santa Duffy. If you're not familiar with Santa Duffy, let me give you kind of a backstory. So, when Once Upon a Toy was opening in Disney, Disney wanted to create an exclusive item that would only be available at that store. So they created Duffy the Disney Bear. So basically, it was just a regular teddy bear, but instead of on a paw print on the bottom of its foot, it's a Mickey head. And basically, it was a total flop in America. They did away with it, and actually, if you can find a vintage original Duffy, they're quite pricey now. But flash forward 2 years later, the Asian parks start to open, and the Oriental Land Company, who runs the Asian parks, come to Disney. They need a fresh idea for the parks, and they see this bear, and they're like, hey, this would be a great addition to the parks. There's a very big cute culture over in Asia. They're obsessed with anything cute, like stuffed animals. So they were like, this is going to do really well over here, we think. They create a full backstory for Duffy, that he is Mickey Mouse's teddy bear that was, made for him by Minnie. And Mickey is a sailor, and he's going on all these adventures, and he misses Minnie, but he takes Duffy as his friend, and there's now a whole brand called Duffy and Friends, and there's other characters that are friends of Duffy and Mickey, like Shelly Mae and Stella Lou and Gelatoni. Now, my favorite Duffy and Friends character is Gelatoni. So when I saw that Santa Duffy was going to be meeting at the party, I really wanted to get a picture with Santa Duffy with my Gelatoni plush. So I made that my biggest priority for the night. I got there at 5 p.m., got through security line, and immediately darted for my wristband in the Muppets area. The Santa Duffy location was right behind the Muppets area, so I figured I could get my wristband, get in line. So I got my wristband, I got in line. At this point it is 5:15. Santa Duffy didn't start meeting until 7:30. Now hear me out. This sounds like an absolutely stupid plan. I was 6th in line. After about 6 p.m. I'd say, the line started getting longer and longer and longer. By the time that I was ready to go in to meet Santa Duffy, the line was over 90 minutes long. So, hear me out. If this is something you want to do, if this is something you want to prioritize, spend the time waiting before the party rather than waste party time, because it's going to be a long line regardless. This is the only long line that I faced at both parties, so in my opinion it was worth it. To some it might not be. This is something that interests me, So in my book, it was definitely worth it. So this was the best interaction I had on property. My favorite part of these trips that I've been taking, especially going solo, is that I have the opportunity to meet new friends. On my cruise, I met Javier and Nick. They were absolutely wonderful. Once I got into the vlogging community, I met Elijah. And if you watched my Epcot vlog, they've become a very good friend now, and I can't wait to get back on property to spend time with them. You'll see in upcoming vlogs too that we actually spent quite a lot of time together that week, so that's a new friend. But while I was waiting in line for Santa Duffy, in that 2-hour stretch until we started meeting, I met a new friend. Valerie, if you're watching this, it was a pleasure to meet you. I hope when I come back down next year we can kind of coordinate something and get together. So I just wanted to share this photo of us because it just always excites me to meet new friends on these trips. After meeting with Santa Duffy, I went to Ice Cold Hydraulics and got the Duffy Brownie and a drink called the Dark and Snowy. I'll put those both up here. So as you can see, the Duffy Brownie was super cute. I will say this, I tried to pick it up and eat it. It's impossible. If you get this and they have it next year, grab a fork and knife before you sit down so you don't have to go back up. The Dark and Snowy, if it would have been earlier in the season, would have been fantastic. But it was the biggest mistake of my night because it was a frozen drink. So I'm already freezing cold, trying to get through this night, and it just made it 10 times worse. So read the, ingredient list and read about the drink before you buy it. That's my biggest advice for the night. After I finished eating, I went to meet more characters. I am a huge Disney TVA fan, all the way back from what I grew up with the Disney Afternoon, from Darkwing Duck to DuckTales to Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers to Gargoyles, all the way to today with stuff like Phineas and Ferb and Gravity Falls and Star vs. the Forces of Evil and Owl House. It's something that I really enjoy, so I was excited to see Disney TVA representation at this party. So first up, I went and met Chip and Dale in their Rescue Rangers costume. Each of these meet and greets had a little personalized tree with it, which was pretty cool. And after I was done with Chip and Dale, I went over to meet Phineas and Ferb. Both of these lines were really only about half an hour each. So the Duffy line was ridiculous, I got that out of the way first, but these weren't really that bad. It was about half an hour wait for each, so about an hour total. If this is something you want to prioritize, I really don't think it's out of the question to do this and get to see the shows as well. After I was done meeting characters, I went over to see the Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along. This is in the same theater that the Frozen sing-along is. It's just a holiday overlay for that. So it was cool to see. I expected it to be more like the Frozen sing-along, where there would be narration and more comedy to it. It was kind of abstract. There were 2 actors on stage that didn't speak. All the comedy was very prop comedy and body comedy, which I feel honestly kind of fit Tim Burton's vibe more than if they would have gone more the Frozen sing-along route. It was really cool. They had the giant Jack puppet that's on the castle for Not So Scary there, and to see that a lot closer than you would in front of the castle was really cool. And they had the Oogie Boogie suit too, so that added to it. I really think this was probably my favorite show of the night. So if you see anything show-wise at this party, I think this is probably it. Plus, this was like the only warm space on property to warm up. They had the heat absolutely blasting, which was beautiful.
Hello, my friends. What a wonderful sight. Let me welcome you all on this fine Christmas night. Now, you heard the old story. We all know it well. But that's not the story I came here to tell. Every now and again, often more than it seems, when your eyelids are heavy and fated for dreams, a new sort of story just might be in store. When the mind is a forest and you've opened a door. Like the scene you see here, at a first passing glance might seem ordinary, yes, or plain happenstance. But such wonders emerge where reality thins, and that is where our story begins. And so, as you've seen, there is much to be found in the cover of a night where such wonders abound. By the light of the moon, in the gust of the wind, from the shadows that mask an old skeleton's grin. Through the fog that collects in the space between dreams, we discover that nothing is quite as it seems. And when we awake, rubbing sleep from our eyes, blinking back at the moon in its cloudy disguise, we ask ourselves, what do we truly recall? Was it really a dream? Did it happen at all?
After I got out of the Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along, I headed over to the Chinese theater to see Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. It was enjoyable. I like the addition of Prep and Landing. I think they're kind of cool holiday characters and wish Disney would use them more, but overall it was okay.
Get ready for a rockin' good time and enjoy Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam!
Season's greetings, everyone! Direct from Santa's Village, the North Pole Christmas Eve Command Center Coordinator, McGee!
Hello, Disney's Hollywood Studios! Tonight we've got a special holiday transmission from the big guy himself, Santa Claus. And to make sure the site is holly jolly, I'm sending in our top prep and landing team, Lanny and Wayne. It's classified Kringle level 9, but prep and landing are an elite unit of elves who get houses around the world ready for the big guy's arrival. Their mission, get in, get out, never be noticed. Oh, Lanny! Wayne! Where are you?
Right here, Jingle Site is prepped. Patch us through to the big guy's office.
Totally tinsel!
We are go for Partridge. Sir, you are live in 3, 2, 1!
Wayne? Santa's not in his office.
Ah, great Garland. McGee!
I just tried his cell phone. No answer. Typical.
Hey, I know where to look. His cabinet of magic snow globes.
Yes, of course. Activating remote vault access now.
Yeah! We're bound to spot the big guy in one of his magic snow globes.
You know, for a large bearded man in a bright red suit, he sure can blend in. Keep your eyes open, tree skirt.
was festive.
Festive, yes, but still no sign of the big guy.
Oh, frostbite. Okay, I'm escalating this situation to cranberry red.
Lanny, time to gear up. EBM, check. Grappling hook, check. Angel air gun,
Check.
sparkle ornament.
I've got extra. Oh no! Hey! Hello, Orlando.
Oh boy, you all right there, buddy?
I love you, Wayne. You're so adorable.
Yes, I'm aware. Stay with me, Lanny.
Christmas is so sparkly. It just melts my heart.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. Golden days, happy golden days are gone. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather here to us once more. The years we all will be together in the flames of light. Shining star upon the highest love. And have yourself a merry little Christmas
Wait! Oh, I think I know where the big guy is. He's been kidnapped.
What? How? Where?
I saw him in my sparkle dream. There were Woods, 3 naughty kids, and a green monster thing. Like a nightmare.
Before Christmas? Okay, we need stealth and speed. This calls for Thrasher the reindeer. Dasher, good buddy, get us out of here. We're going in.
Who's messing with me?
You guys are definitely on the naughty list.
Get him, Lanny.
Is this in February tinsel?
The partridge is in the pear tree. We have rescued the big guy.
Happy to have you back, sir. We are live with Orlando.
It's thanks to Lanny and Wayne. They're the ones who saved Christmas and me, after all. But as long as family and friends are together, like here in Orlando, there will always be Christmas. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
We should definitely have a party.
It's really not in the budget this time.
Ho, ho, go!
I watched maybe 2 minutes tops of Glisten. I gotta say, I walked away after that. I don't know if in my mind, coming from Disney, I thought, oh, they're doing an ice skating show. It will be like maybe like a mini version of like Disney on Ice, and they'll have some characters and stuff, and it wasn't the vibe for me. I heard a lot of people say they really enjoyed it, and that's great, but for me, it was a time that I took to go get more food. I headed over to Fairfax Fair. I looked over the menus before coming to the party, so I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to get. They had 2 popovers. One was the turkey dinner popover, and the other was just the sides popover. So I ordered one of each of those to try out, because I really didn't eat that much that day. I had a big lunch in the morning, like early morning, but like other than the brownie, like I really didn't have that much in me, so I thought it would be good to at least get something in my stomach. And I liked them. The bread part had some kind of spice on it that I didn't like. I still can't pinpoint what it is. I've even like talked to other friends that have had it, and none of us can like say, but the inside, the filling and everything was really good. And then I got the mistletoe martini. It was a Disney drink. The fresh cranberries in it gave it a nice taste and stuff, but it was okay. After I ate, I ducked into a shop for a little bit just to warm up, and then headed over to the Theater of the Stars for Holidays in Hollywood. This is the show with Kermit and Miss Piggy. It's got Minnie and Mickey in it. It's got Tiana in it. Honestly, if you like big band music, it was really enjoyable. It was cute. Miss Piggy's antics with Kermit made the show really, but I'd say this is definitely a must for the party.
Good evening, everyone, and happy holidays! We have some truly fabulous entertainment in store for you all today. We have music, we have dancing, we have special guests from far and wide. And now, put your hands together for Disney Holidays in Hollywood! Disney Holidays in Hollywood! I am Kermit the Frog, here with the fabulous Miss Piggy, and we are so honored to be co-hosting this magical musical show for all of you tonight.
Yes, bonjour! 'Tis moi, the greatest gift of all this holiday season. It must be such an honor for all of you to have moi here tonight.
Well, Piggy, I said the honor was ours.
Huh? Oh, right. I suppose it is an honor for you and the rest of the cast, too. Well, look at me. I'm just honoring everyone here with my presence tonight. But I guess that is the spirit of the holidays, isn't it?
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that. But when I think about what the holidays mean to me, it's sharing the magic of the season with the ones we love most.
Aww, and that's why you're here with moi tonight, isn't it, Kermit?
Well, you see, we're here because because we were both invited. Yes, and because there's no better place to spend the holiday season than Walt Disney World. See, Piggy?
Sure, dear. Well, when I think about what Christmas means to me, I think about presents.
Really? Just presents? There's so much more to the holiday season than gifts, isn't there?
Sure, but look! Presents! Everywhere! We're literally standing in a pile of presents! Clothes, shoes, and toys for all the little piggies and froggies out there who dream of being just like you and moi.
Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy, everyone.
Whoa, hold it, Bob! Where do you think you're taking us?
Oh, we have to make sure these presents make it home in time for Christmas.
Yeah, that makes sense, but we're kind of in the middle of a production here.
Oh, I don't make the rules. I'm just the talent.
You are the talent?
Easy, Piggy. There's enough spotlight to go around. Just think of them as backup singers.
Oh, backup singers! All right, I suppose you'll make a nice backdrop for my big solo.
Piggy, that was your big solo. We had to cut the others for time, remember?
But I was going to do a whole pink Christmas thing. You know, like White Christmas, but more aesthetically moi.
Yeah, well, I really think that we ought to check with Joe from Legal before we put that in front of an audience. We'll be back, folks. Piggy, your line.
Right. Please enjoy the gift of this next number.
Year. Naveen and I always invite everyone over to the restaurant. Mama, Lottie, Louis, and we bake every kind of cookie my daddy ever taught me when I was just a little girl. Good food, good music, and even better company. And besides, all these lights remind me of an old friend.
Oh, it's a Santa hat, Piggy.
I know that. Where did it come from? If this show has costume changes, I think someone in wardrobe would have told me.
Trust me, I know. Anyway, I just found this hat backstage.
Well, that just won't do. I didn't have any time to accessorize between numbers, and I refuse to be upstaged.
I could never upstage you, Piggy. Listen, how about I make it up to you by getting you a churro and a Spirit jersey after the show? I'll throw in a giant pretzel.
Now we're talking.
Hey, Kermit, the band's about to do a number and someone's missing a Santa hat. Can we borrow yours?
Oh, sure. Here you go.
Thanks, pal.
No problem. And now, as a special gift to all of you, give it up for our house band, the Jolly 8. Let's hear it for the Jolly 8. Boy, they were fantastic, weren't they? You know, something about the Nutcracker always puts me in the mood to decorate for Christmas. You get the fire going, you spend the evening putting a few lights on the tree with your favorite person, and that is a surefire way to make the holidays feel like home.
There.
Oh, it's snowing! How wonderful!
Gosh, I love the snow. It just makes you want to run outside and look for a Christmas tree. Say, I know. I'll go out right now and get the best tree I can find and take it over to surprise Minnie. I know she doesn't have one yet, and, well, she loves to decorate for Christmas. I can't wait to see the look on her face.
Oh, this weather just makes you want to cozy up inside and start decorating for the holidays. I know. I bet I can put up all these decorations before Mickey gets here and surprise him with a whole house full of Christmas cheer. Oh, he's going to love it.
Time to find ourselves a Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are thy branches.
Oh, I almost forgot the most important decoration of all.
Gia, what's that?
Mistletoe, of course.
Gosh, Merry Christmas, Minnie.
Aw, how sweet. Say, Kermie.
Yes, Piggy?
How come you've never ventured out into the snowy woods on a harrowing journey to bring Ma a Christmas tree? Kermie?
Piggy, I grew up in a swamp. We really try not to cut the trees down out there. It's kind of like putting a hole in the roof.
That's a little melodramatic, don't you think?
I'm being melodramatic.
I'm glad you agree with me. Kermit, the audience?
You know, the greatest gift that we can give is something you won't find on a shelf. It's something we find in each other.
Let's be honest. The world we live in can be more than a little chilly, especially this time of year.
But the belief that better days are coming, that's what counts. Because the greatest gift of all is hope.
There is more to this time of year than sleigh bells and holly, mistletoe and snow. Those things come and go, much deeper than snow, stronger than the strongest love we'll ever know.
Now that's what the holidays mean to me. Peace and warmth. Family and friends coming together for time-honored traditions like singing our favorite songs.
Singing! Finally! Let it rip, boys!
Yeah!
only thing I didn't get to experience that I wanted to during Jollywood Nights was the Pixar dance party. And I am absolutely kicking myself in the butt because I had the time to do it. I got out of the Holidays in Hollywood show, and it was just so cold that my mind wasn't in the right place, and I was like, oh, I did everything, so I'll just leave the park. And by the time I got back to my hotel, I realized that I didn't get to do that. I just kept seeing all the videos of people dancing with Sadness, doing her little and I wanted to experience that so much, but that's just, like I said before, things you miss, things you don't get to do, that's just more reasons to book more trips. My final review of both Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Jollywood Nights. I thought both were very enjoyable. They had good things about them, they had bad things about them. I went in scared because of the horror stories that I was reading on different Facebook and Reddit groups. And honestly, I didn't see any of the complaints these people had. Like I said, different people have different priorities, different people have different opinions, and different people have different experiences. And that's completely okay in the grand scheme of things. But my personal experience, I had a great time at both. Were there things that I would recommend to Disney to change? Absolutely. Number one, kind of take for Jollywood, move some of the meet and greets indoors. There's no reason, especially once December hits, maybe it was a fluke that it was that cold, but you have plenty of space in Hollywood studios to do that. Second would be for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, the idea that hit me as soon as I met Anna and Elsa in their holiday outfits and Belle in her holiday outfits. If you put the other princesses in their holiday outfits, what you put on marketing material anyway, people would go crazy for that. I would absolutely pay for the price of admission just for that, even if the line was long. There's just different things that I feel Disney could do different creative-wise that I think would improve the parties, but overall it was a great time at both. If I was in the position where I had to choose, if I was a parent with children that enjoy princesses, enjoy, the Fab Five characters, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and Pluto, I would absolutely prioritize Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. If I was a adult or a childless adult whose main focus in the parks is to go and relax, grab a drink, try out new food and stuff, and just, hang out with friends and stuff, I'd probably choose Jollywood. I'm kind of the outlier where, I still like all the kids stuff and stuff. I like meeting the characters. I like riding the rides and stuff. So Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party was definitely top of the list for me in that aspect. But I did have a good time at Jollywood as well. So I really feel the final advice I can give you is, number one, plan. I would not have had as good of a time as I had if I didn't plan out step by step what I wanted to do at both parties. Number two, you gotta be okay if those plans don't work. There were some things, like I noted in this video, I didn't get to do, and that's okay, because if I look back at all the stuff I did get to do, I got a lot done. Number three is, it's what you make it. If you're going in thinking, oh, well, I'm just going to have a bad time, the lines are going to be long, you got to set your expectations and just tell yourself, no matter what happens, I'm not going to let it bother me, I'm going to have a good time. So, like I said, both parties were great. It really depends what you're looking for in the parties, and hopefully they continue to evolve over the years and get better and better. So please, if you like this video and if it was helpful, like, comment, and subscribe.